All right, now we have my other intern, Kaitlin, on with me. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm not bad. How about you?
I'm doing good. Side note, Caitlin does the majority of the graphics on the Instagram, and they're incredible. So if you're not already following the Wine with Kelly Instagram, you must because they're a masterpiece. And I think every single week I ask you, like, hey, how'd you do that? Like, it's if I'm gonna just do it one day, but I'm not. Like, I just like can't fathom how you make these things, but I'm never gonna actually do it. So you never have to like you're pretty good with like giving me like telling me just how to do it and not like with too much detail. If somebody were to ask me, I'd like give them too much detail, but I'm literally never going to do it. So just don't.
Okay, that's what I'm here for. So
Yeah, no, but it's good. So if you don't follow the Instagram, follow that, please. And so like I said, just talking with Kenny this week, I have these guys on to answer Qs that have been submitted. And yeah, that's pretty much it. First off, Kaylin, what's going on for Thanksgiving for you? How are you? Like, just fill me in on your life a little bit.
Thanksgiving. Feel like I'm running around to a million different places for Thanksgiving, and that's the last thing I want to do.
Oh my God, I said the same thing before. I was like, all I want to do is just not go anywhere. I'm specifically not traveling until Thursday because I want to spend like minimal amount of time doing things.
Right. So we always go out like the night before back home
Of
and
course.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have to go to like 3 different places on Thanksgiving, and I just know I'm going to be so hungover, and I am not looking forward to it at all.
That's the fucking worst. I always wonder like what the year is that or what year it like suddenly became ridiculous to go to Thanksgiving Eve. Like I was so amped up about Thanksgiving Eve like my whole life. Like before I was old enough, like obviously because you can't really do fakes in your like hometown, so you have to like you like actually wait until you're 21 most of the time because I will, at least for me, because I live in like a small town, I can't just like
No,
go
yes.
to the local bar and see like my best friend's brother working who knows that I'm not 21, you know?
Right.
So it was always like, oh my God, can't wait for this, blah, blah, blah. And then we got to go for like a couple of years and it was my shit. And then one year we didn't go and it was amazing. I was like, oh my God, I'm never going again. Like,
No, literally one of my friends texted our group chat today, and she was just like, yeah, I'm not going it because quite frankly, I hate it. And I was like, I'm very excited for it. Like I love going out, but it's like when she said that, I was like, ooh, staying in, that sounds nice.
oh shit, that sounds kind of nice. Yeah, that's kind of how it happened to me too. It was like, oh man, staying in kind of sounds like a great option. Like maybe we should revisit that.
Yeah, it's just a whole thing.
There's always too like the obviously everybody from your high school goes and it's like a mini high school reunion. Is that the same thing for you?
Yes. Yep.
So it's like the main reason to go half the time is just to see what everybody's up to and like kind of snoop. Like I always walk in with like the most judgmental attitude. I'm like, all right, let's see who's got a good job, like who's looking fat, like what's going on. That
always
is
the exact reason why I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it's like my favorite thing ever. But now that I just like see these people on Facebook all the time, I'm like, I already know what you're doing. Like I don't need to like schlep myself to the local bar and watch you get drunk.
Right.
The best people to see are the people who like didn't do anything with themselves after school and like still like after college or whatever, and then still come, or even like go to college and still come to the like bar afterwards, and they always like get too drunk and really embarrass themselves. That's my favorite.
My favorite's like running into the people that are like working at the bar and they're like hating their life because everyone they know is there and they're just so drunk.
That
and
has
they're just like, well,
that seriously has to be so shitty. Like just, I would, if I was like stuck working in a bar, also I could never be a bartender, like to save my life. I just would be so bad at it. But if I had to work a Thanksgiving Eve, like in my hometown at a bar, like a local bar, that would, I mean, I would like, I just wouldn't show up. I'd be like, sorry, I can't come. Like, I'm sick. I'm puking everywhere. Like they would catch on after a couple of years, but like I wouldn't be able to do it.
I bartended when I got out of college for a little bit. And I think I quit like the week before Thanksgiving. And I'm like, I'm not working that night.
So fucking smart. Oh my God. Like that's the only move. I mean, first of all, to me, bartending sounds so impossible. Like, I don't know why and I wish that I could bartender. I wish I had like I don't know, the confidence to even try it because you make so much money that way. Everybody always says like you make a shit ton of money being like a server or a maybe not a server, I guess like a hostess. I'm trying to think like the hierarchy. Bartender always makes a ton. I know,
Right.
like whatever. All of those jobs. I've always been in like shitty retail, like all through my younger years. Like I worked at like a jewelry store and like, shit like that. So I never had that experience. How like difficult is it to get into that?
Well, I was a server first and they
Uh-huh.
like talked to me about bartending and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. And so I was doing like the night shifts and stuff and they put me on like Fridays and Saturdays, which is really nice. But like we had like 7 bartenders working at one time and you had to like
Hmm.
tip out the bar backs and everything. So it's like you made a lot of money, obviously, but it was like the best shift was I worked a Saturday after like morning and afternoon shift.
Oh
And
yeah, I
that was like, I was the
didn't.
only bartender. I didn't have to tip anyone out. But it was like a lot of work though, because like it was just you.
Did you have to do like a class or something, or is it just like like vodka sodas, Bud Lights situation?
No, they just trained me there. So like when you work at nights, it's a lot of just like Bud Lights, opening bottles, stuff like that, and then just
Mhm.
pouring shots. So they gave us like a list of like it was like this mini packet of all of these different shots that you could possibly make. So it's like you started to realize the ones you were going to have to make the most often, and those were the ones that like I remembered all the time.
Mhm.
But like we had a list just in case, like if you didn't know how to make a drink, there was like a list at the bar, so you could like just go behind and like
Oh,
pretend
that's
you're making
good.
a drink and check the list. Yeah.
I could probably deal with that. Do you ever, do your friends make you bartend? Like, are they like, oh, like you were the bartender, like make us drinks?
They
I would do that.
did when I was like bartending and like shortly
Yeah.
after it, but like now they don't make me do anything.
Yeah. Now
Thank
you're
God.
like, fuck you. Make your own
It's
shit.
like I'll make them
You make your own
sometimes, but
vodka soda.
I'll make like a picture of something and I'll just be like,
Mhm.
here you go. I'm
Yeah,
not doing
that's
this all night.
oh my God. That's like, yeah, no, it sounds so impossible. And I imagine that it's probably so lucrative over the holidays, but I just could never.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, thoughts and prayers to you on your Thanksgiving Eve.
Thanks.
I
I'm gonna
wish you
need
luck with that.
it.
I will be on my couch, like with wine, so you could think about that. Not seeing kids from high
Oh,
school.
I'm not
So,
looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie.
do you know what you're gonna wear? I feel like that's always my number one concern.
Yes, and then so I'm really mad about this. So I need to vent for a minute.
No,
I
please.
last
This is
so
for it.
I got this like bodysuit thing for Halloween and
Cute.
it didn't come in time.
Oh,
So I was like, "Oh, fine, I'll just find like a cute like it was just black and then like the top was mesh, like mesh sleeves and everything.
mhm.
And so I went online and I found this skirt and I ordered it like Monday of last week and it was supposed to be here today. And then I checked the shipping today and it's not going to be here till Friday. So I'm really mad about
Oh, what the
it.
fuck?
So I don't know what I'm going to do now. And I only have 2 days,
Oh my
but I was
God.
finally prepared for once and
What a
it
fucking
backfired.
nightmare.
Yeah.
That's the worst. That actually happened to my girl Britt, who's always on this pod. She hosts every year a Friendsgiving at her house on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
And this year it's like kind of spiraled out of control. We have like 80 people coming. It's like a
Oh
whole
my God.
yeah, I don't know. Her mom invited like half the neighborhood. It's like lots of drama. Like I don't know how it suddenly turned from like our usual like 10 people in her basement to like of like actually 50 plus people party with like finger sandwiches and sliders and
Right.
shit at her house. I don't know where it happened, but it did. But she's been stressing about an outfit for like 4 weeks and she ordered a skirt and rush shipped it and it's not going to be there till like Wednesday morning or something. And now she's leaving a day early to go home. So she's like leaving tomorrow. She's like, no, I want to have my skirt. No, I don't have an outfit. She's like, fuck out today.
That's exactly what happened to me. I like had to get them to reimburse my like expedited shipping or whatever.
That's so annoying. I
I
can't
know.
believe that like don't get me started on expedited shipping. I like can bitch about that literally all day long.
Yep.
It's such a
Same.
fucking nightmare. But are you close to like an H&M or a Zara? Those are always my go-to.
Yeah, I just really hate the mall. I hate being around people, so I'm not looking forward
Also,
to that. But
also same.
yeah, so I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on that one because I really want to wear my outfit, but I don't want to.
So annoying. I actually can't remember the last time I was in a mall. Like I
Yeah.
obviously like in New York there are no malls here. I mean I think there's one mall. It's called Manhattan Mall and it's like next to Penn Station. It's disgusting, but
Oh,
nobody goes there for real. It's like
right.
not a thing. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I was there and I'm so glad that they're not a part of my life anymore. Like I'm just thrilled.
I know, and I try to stay as far away from them as possible, but
Yeah.
I think I have to.
It might be the time. Oh my God. Well, anyway. Um So, all right. Well, I guess we'll jump into a little cue for you. This one is kind of, it doesn't really have to do with Thanksgiving, but it does have to do with the wedding. And it is from White Wine Forever. Oh shit. Are both of these questions from him? Like literally, I don't even know. I like did this quickly and I forget. So even if it wasn't, he's getting like a lot of shout out on today's episode. But the question is, went to the wedding of a girl. Oh wait, you know what? Sorry. I am thinking to myself, the second question I'm going to ask you, and also I just asked Kenny, it was not White Wine Forever. So it was somebody named like first time, long time or something like that. So sorry to White Wine Forever for lying. And then also saying we're a girl and like all this other shit, spending so much time on this person. Okay. So the actual question from him was, went to the wedding of the girl whose sister got engaged right after her, which he wrote in like a lot of episodes ago saying that his like friend got engaged and then her sister got engaged like a minute later. And like, how awkward is that? Obviously very awkward. And so he was like, we're very close friends. And I gave a great gift, cash, not like $50, a couple hundred. How nice of a gift / good of a friend do you have to be to get more than the generic standard language thank you card? So what are your thoughts on that? So I guess like you go to a wedding, give a really nice gift. How nice does your gift have to be to get more than just like the thank you so much for celebrating our day thank you card?
Nothing, because I just know that when I have a wedding, every single card's going to be the same because I'm lazy. So that may be the bad, that he may not want to hear that, but yeah, I think a wedding, I mean, a thank you card for a wedding can be generic because I mean, I'm honestly going to read it and then I'll be like, oh, that was nice. They thought of me, and then put it to the side.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that.
I don't take that stuff personally. So
yeah, no, I think that, I think the farthest I'll go with that, or like the most you'll be able to expect out of me is like a text. Right. maybe I'll be like, damn, nice gift. Or like, if we text every day, like if you're that good of friends and I'm texting you every day, I'll be like, by the way, dope gift. Like really appreciate that.
Right.
I think that's the farthest I'll go. But yeah, your ass is getting a generic thank you card. Like whether you're my nana or whether I just like know you from college, like you're getting
like, think about it. You have, say, like what, average 150 people at a wedding, and it's like, how many gifts are you getting? And then you have like an engagement party, and you're having a bridal shower and all this stuff. You have to write so many thank you cards.
Right. Like how many times am I saying thank you?
Right. And you know the husband's not doing it. It's 100% the bride. Mm-hmm. So that's too much work for me.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I couldn't agree more. That's 100%. So sorry, White Wine Forever. You're not thinking of this from a bride's perspective. And that is generic. Like if I could get a thank you card stamp, I would, with like my handwriting. Oh shit. Maybe that exists. Like if you write
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it is. Shit. Should I edit this out?
So yeah, take that out. And I'm taking that idea.
Quickly, I need to get on Shark Tank. Mark, excuse me, I have a groundbreaking idea. But yeah, like what if you could do that? Just like write it in my handwriting and stamp it 150 times. Damn, I'm gonna really look into that. Okay. All right, cool. So that's the solution. All right. So the second question I'm going to ask you is the same question I asked Kenny. And it is, how should you handle the when are you getting a girlfriend or boyfriend conversation at Thanksgiving when you're ugly AF? I don't know why I like laughed out loud so hard at that. I did the same thing when I asked Kenny. I like burst out laughing on the microphone. I just like, I don't know why. I'm thinking of, I guess the picture I'm painting in my head is like a very, very unfortunate person, a fortunate looking person, and then like a bitchy aunt being like, so where's your girlfriend? It's like, fuck you. Clearly they're just like ugly and weird. Like that's why they have no girlfriend. Don't fucking ask that. It's rude.
I was literally like, the first thing I thought of when you said that was like in like Superbad or something like that, where they're just these awkward like high school teenagers and everything, and it's just like a fuck you, grandma. Whatever I want. Just an angsty teen.
Yeah, completely. Oh my god. So what is your advice? What would your response be if somebody ask actually in general that question? That was fair. I asked that of Kenny too.
So like in general, not just
like, even if you weren't just ugly, like say if you're just like normal, you just don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
I don't know. I would just be like, listen, it's tough out there. I mean, keep it real.
Keep it real.
I mean,
like that response.
it's just like like adults don't get it, I think, because it's so different now, and that's why like I feel like a lot of my friends are like they've gotten to the point where they're just like I'm single and I don't care anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I think people just need to realize that, and
Yeah.
there's no way to sugarcoat that. It's just kind of like a yeah, I don't know, but like I am awkward in those situations. Like if someone like when people are like, "Oh, when are you having kids?" It's like I'm 24. Like this isn't like 1920.
Yeah, like as of now, never. I fucking hate
Right. I'm like, are you kidding me? I like threw up in an Uber last week. I'm not having a kid.
Yeah, like I'm not. Oh my God, that was really funny. Yeah, I mean, no, it's like not happening. It's just not. Like you just ugh. That was really funny.
That
But
may
like
or may
for
not have
real,
happened.
no, like yeah, people don't understand. Like they ask these questions. It's like, do you know what I'm doing on the side? Like, do you even know what I'm up to?
Right.
Other days, like you wouldn't want me to be pregnant right now. Like you wouldn't want
Exactly.
me to be having kids at this moment. Like I'm literally scraping dimes together to like go to BYOB dinner with my friends. Like I'm not. It's like out of control.
I know. It's like, do they know how much college is? I have loans. I
Yeah,
have
like clearly
car
not.
payments. I have a cell phone. It's like
Exactly.
rent.
Yeah, no, these people don't fucking know anything. What I think is, I think that keeping it real is really funny. What Kenny said was, which I think is so different for guys and girls. He said like, oh, just talking to somebody, like we'll see how it goes, and then they'll like let the question go, like, oh, okay, cool. I feel like that doesn't happen for girls. Like
Right.
you have to like get into all of this detail.
You get trapped.
I think kind of going off of what you said, I think if I were like right in the middle of like trying to date people, I think I'd spin it into how shitty it is to date people now. I feel like that's a good conversation to have, like to like introduce like my bitchy aunt to Tinder or something.
Right.
Be like, check this shit out. Like
That's what I was thinking after you said that. I was like, you can kind of find a mix between both of our answers, and it can be like, well, oh, I can show. Oh, look, Tinder, and then
yeah,
you spin it so that you're showing them dating apps.
yeah, exactly. Just distraction. Like just
Right.
get away from the original question. And like this will interest you, and we don't have to talk about me anymore. Yeah, I think for sure. Because like at some point it's also, do you think that, I don't know, I have a hard time saying this because I know my family like cares very much about me and they always are asking how I am. And like, I know that they care, but I know a lot of the time when I'm asking people how they are or like how their life is or what's going on, it's so rare that I actually care. Like what the answer is. I'm mostly just making conversation. Like how much do you think like families will ask like, oh, so like got a boyfriend? Like how much of that is they want an actual answer or they just are like asking it because they're supposed to?
I think it's just kind of like a habitual answer. And it's kind of like it's like when you introduce yourself to someone, you're like, "Hi, I'm Kaitlin." And they're like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you. I'm John." I have already forgotten like your name.
Oh yeah.
By the time like I tell you who I am.
Yeah, never. I was too focused on saying my own name.
Like, right.
I didn't.
More important that you know who I am.
Exactly. Yeah. Like make sure I was enunciating. So I hope you remember. What do you think is worse? Or I guess it's different for everybody, but do you see more family on Thanksgiving or like Christmas time? Like, what do you think is a worse situation to walk into that you'll be stuck with all these questions?
I think Christmas. We usually keep Thanksgiving kind of small, but we're skipping Christmas this year. We're going away. So now I have to go see everyone on Thanksgiving.
Like Christmas with the Cranks.
Yes.
That's
my
amazing.
Stepdad was like, I don't feel like doing Christmas this year. Let's just not be here. And I was like, yep, I'm down. No presents. It's awesome.
100%. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like Christmas starts in like October now. So
yes.
Like, by the time Christmas comes, it's like, all right, I'm over this. Like,
and
all I want is like a tree for a minute and then I'm over it.
And I'm a big Thanksgiving person. Like I love Thanksgiving. Perfect. The whole week I'm just like, because typically not like this week because it's cold, but typically it's like just a little cold. There's football on, you don't have to do anything, you can just drink and eat. And then like Christmas is just stressful. Like you have to travel and you have to see people and you're going to like 10 different places and it's probably snowing and
and you have to buy shit for like, people.
Right. It's like fun like when you're there, but leading up to it just sucks.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I love Thanksgiving.
Definitely. I was saying the other day, I'm undecided on whether or not I like Christmas or Thanksgiving better. In my house, they're basically identical. My family is like completely opted out of family holidays, which is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like we don't go, we only go to my grandparents' house on Christmas Eve. That's the only family thing we do anymore. Like we have our own Thanksgiving in our house. Like my brother and I get dressed up only to take an Instagram photo. Like that's the only reason why we even get dressed. Like we wouldn't have to if we didn't want to. And then same for Christmas. And we basically have the same meal. Like we do, except for like we have like chicken or ham or something on Christmas as opposed to turkey on Thanksgiving. So it's carbon copy holidays, and I don't have to like get dressed up and go anywhere and like get all these questions anymore. And it's seriously the best thing ever. Like I don't know why everybody doesn't do that. Why doesn't everybody just sit with their like immediate family and that's it?
Yeah,
I highly recommend it.
That's the best. That's kind of what we did last year. For Thanksgiving, but this year like I said, I have to like go see a bunch of people.
You have to make your rounds. Yeah. That's shitty.
Where,
do you have to drive really far all over the place?
Not really. Probably like the furthest I have to go is like a half hour, but
that's not so bad.
I have to make difference. Like each place is a half an hour away from each other.
Yeah. That's not so bad. So this year I think so every year I've lived in New York, I've had to do public transportation to get home, obviously, but I've never traveled on Thanksgiving Day, and unless like by car, like
right.
When I was at my parents' house. But now I'm traveling Thanksgiving morning on the train, so I've never like. I'm wondering what kind of people are going to be like commuting by train on Thanksgiving morning.
Probably going to be
that'll be interesting.
You need to like Instagram live that.
Yeah, I think that I might have to. We're like going to do Uber back because I mean, fuck that. But the parade is going on. The like Macy's parade, and we live like a block away from Macy's, so it's right in our face. So we have to like beat the parade people, which apparently they're going to line up at like 6 a.m.
I was going to say, don't they get out like super early for that?
I'm pretty sure they do. So we'll see. I'm like nervous it's going to be a mess, but fingers crossed for that.
Yeah, best of luck to you on that day. I need prayers on Wednesday. You need them on Thursday.
Yes, for real. Please, prayers up to us both. Oh my God. All right, Kaitlin, I will let you go. Thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for your answers. I haven't decided internally whose answer was better. You did make me laugh a little harder than Kenny. I will give you that. I laughed really hard at you puking in an Uber. That's my girl. So you've already got a point in that direction. I'm going to, for everybody listening, I'm going to post a little poll tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Sorry. It's fucking Monday. I keep forgetting like what day it is.
That throws me off so much.
Today, which is Wednesday when you're listening to this. And yeah, that'll be that. And we'll decide who's the better intern on Thanksgiving week, I guess.
Pressure's on.
Excellent. All right, Kaitlin, I will talk to you later.
Great. Thank you.
All right, bye.